So I'm back. I'm talking about transitioning hair. I know this is gonna be like a never-ending post. This is part 1. This is just up to 5 months because this is I've been 6 months. So I'm just gonna go up as far as I've been. So anybody that's starting to transition will have some type of leeway. By the time I get to month 7, I'll have that part 2. But I'm gonna talk about all the videos I have. Now I have a lot of videos on product reviews. A person that know me personally seen these product reviews and make personal comments about them. I was transitioning. I got frustrated. I got relaxing. Happens to everybody. The new products that I've been trying are me trying to transition, find better products for my hair. So there's a lot of product reviews up. There's gonna be a whole lot more product reviews up. It may not seem like I'm doing anything up here on YouTube, and for subscribers, which I'm happy for, I'm not really too much concerned now about subscribers. I'm concerned about putting up quality videos. So now I'm just further in my transition, and my styling of my hair was no different than when I was 1 month. Now I'm like 4 or 5 almost. So now that I'm further in my transition, I'm start making transition videos. You're going to see less product reviews. You're just going to see me doing my hair, which I'm not a big styler. I just do braid outs and buns. I keep it simple. But today I'm going to talk about just the first part of transitioning. So I'm going to go ahead and get into that. So the first thing about transitioning is you're not going to notice a difference once you get like month 2. Month 2, a little bit. It's not going to be that big of a deal. But when you get to like 4 months post, the hair is going to come. And it's going to scare you. Especially if you haven't been stretching to like 5 months, 6 months like I was. It's going to scare the crap out of you. You're going to be like, no, relax. What's up, relax on, because you're not used to dealing with it. That's just the truth. That's the only thing I really can say. They said it on Kiss a lot. First time you're trying to get through it, it's going to be difficult. You can be like ready to grab any box of relaxer that you see at the store. And I'm not trying to be funny, it's just the truth, because it looks like a lot of new growth and it's going to be scary. Let me stop being silly. But yeah, it's going to look really more than what it is. It's not really all that bad. So when you get to 4 months, the regimen that you have, a very good regimen, is going to be what's really going to see if that regimen is working or not. Because if you're using moisturizing leave-ins, conditioners, and a Well Good detangler, at this point, that Well Good detangler is going to really show you what it can do. Because at this point, your new growth has came in, and it's going to be something that is going to be present in your hair. It's going to be present. You like either the tangle is going to work or it's not, or the comb going to break. One of the two is going to happen. That's just how it works. So having a good regimen is the first part of dealing with it. Along with that regimen, things are going to change, because the products that you were using when you were relaxed, not going to necessarily work now that you're transitioning. You're going to have to find products that's going to have to work for both the new growth and the relaxed hair. So that's where the two problems meet. People cannot deal with it, and it's not that it's really bad, it's just a weak line of demarcation. It's where the relaxed hair stops and the new growth is like right there. Your new growth is going to start, it's going to stop, and where it stops, that's where all the rest of the relaxed hair is going to be at. So wherever your new growth is at, if it's right here, like right here, stops new growth, and that's relaxed, that's the weakest point right there, is when your hair starts to break and pop. Most definitely. And a lot of people experience this because of several reasons, but I'm going to get involved in that. So that's where the problems come in. The regimen that you had is either going to work for you or it's not going to work for you. You're going to have to try different things to try to find something that's going to work. That's why I have a lot of product review videos up, because I'm trying to find products to work for both hair. You're going to have to go out there and find something different. The thing that really worked for me was switching over to natural products as far as leave-ins, and conditioners. Those work really, really well for you because that has more nutrients in it. It has more moisturizing aids in it. It really helps you. And plus, glycerin helps you as well. Glycerin is something that it conducts moisture, I think, from the air, and it helps with the moisturizing of the hair. So products with that in it is really going to help you, especially when you're transitioning in now coming summer months and it's already windy, it's already hot. That's the main thing that you're really going to need. Now, you're going to have to just deal with that. If you don't want to deal with it, I'm not trying to be funny, go ahead and big chop. There's nothing wrong with having a teeny weeny fro. Nothing wrong with rocking a teeny weeny fro. But myself, I'm going to try to transition a year. So, we're going to see if that works. So, that's another thing. Another thing about transitioning that is really difficult is patience. You're going to have to take your time and detangle that hair. I mean, it looks like it's a lot of work, but it's not. The thing about natural hair and transitioning hair, which is basically the same thing, because now you're treating all your hair as one, which is now natural. You're going to have to find a detangler that's going to help you detangle, and you're going to have to find a technique that's going to work, that's going to speed the process up. The longer you go into your transition, the more hair you have. And some people opt to cut it off slowly but surely to help keep them from getting frustrated. You can do that. You can, every 2 or 3 months, you can chop 2 inches off, 1 inch off, whatever you want. But patience is really going to have to be there if you want to do a long-term transition to whatever you want to transition to. Styling is going to be another part of patience that's really going to get to you because it's going to take longer. You're going to have to figure out how to do styles that make both textures look nice. That's the one thing I have learned. Now, for example, roller sets, flexi rod sets, what is it? The straw sets. A lot of people do those. Braid outs look good. But to me, braid outs look better the longer you're into your transition. Like, the more natural hair you have, the better it looks. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not just encouraging anybody from doing it. I'm just saying that's just my personal opinion. To help with the braid outs, you can rod the ends up with rollers or like the perm rod rollers. Those help the ends not look so stringy. That's just another thing that comes with it. Time, like, it's going to take you a while. It's going to take you a little bit longer than normal to deal with your hair because now, let's say you're used to washing your hair and relax. When you get in the shower and you wash your hair, you're not going to be able to just jump in the shower, wash your hair, and be fine and just throw it up in a bun. That ain't happening. Because like I said, the new growth is going to be more present than what it was. You're going to have to figure out a way to wash, condition, and detangle in a timely manner. And you want to have that patience to figure out something to do. Now, a lot of people, for example, we'll say a lot of examples, they, I guess, further on into their transition, they do, what, 4 to 6 braids, 6 to 9 braids, their hair up, condition it, and then rinse out the conditioner. That's co-washing. I really don't have a problem with my hair right now at this point. I don't do 4 to 6 braids, but that's just what other people do to keep it from tangling up and knotting up. I don't have that problem with it knotting up at all. Actually, matter of fact, a lot of people detangle in the shower at transition. I can't do that. That don't work for me. Like I'm going to say more than one time when I do these videos, you got to figure out what works for you. Now, what works for me is detangling outside the shower. I don't do the 4 to 6 braids. I don't section my hair off. I don't do any of that. Actually, because at this point, I'm only like 5 months, and my hair isn't got to the length where I have to do that. I'm at a stage where it's not that further along. Now, if I'm 7 months, I probably will do that. 6 to 7 months, because once I get 6 months, it's going to be a lot of new growth, and I don't want tangle or knots. So that's another thing about it. You're going to have to schedule a way to wash your hair and get your hair done, and a lot of people work out. and working out and transitioning is difficult. It's very difficult, actually. Take it from me, if you're a cook and you work in the kitchen, your hair gonna sweat. And a lot of times when you work out, what happens if you put it in a bun, and I'm gonna say this because I know I'm rambling or whatever, but if I were to put my hair in a bun and I were to work out, I'm like 5 months, almost 6 months, and I can honestly say this. I don't know if some of you have this already, depending on where you at, but when I sweat, the sweat rolls down my hair and it forms my curls to stick together and they mat together like this. Like, no joke, like I can't even put a comb through it. So I have to re-detangle my hair because now I cannot get into a style. Put a whole bunch of water on it, spritz water on it, and it just doesn't seem to move. That's how bad my hair matted when I was transitioning, because that's how much hair I had, and just the way my curls do. Like now it don't do that. Now that I sweat, even though I'm like 5 months, it doesn't do that now. I don't know if it's gonna do that further on, but that was one of the problems I was having, was when I worked out or I went to work and it was hot. I had my hair parted, I guess, and I had like new price ups like right here. All of this would be dried together. My relaxed hair would be all like whatever, and my hair would not move. Like, it was so frustrating. And that's why I say you need patience, and you need good detangler, a really good detangler, because that was not moving. So that's just what it is. That's how it's going to be. It's going to be somewhat of a challenge. Now, I hope what I'm saying is not disencouraging anybody. I'm saying this so that y'all could understand. Everyone's hair is different. Everyone's hair is not the same, but that's how it was for me. That's why you need to have a good regimen. You need to have lots of patience. You need to have a really good detangling comb that's not going to break. You need to just be really prepared for transitioning. I don't know if this video